The market has sold off and has caused a lot of panic throughout the crypto scene. Many people are panic selling, many people are wondering what they should do next. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my new analysis inside of Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the total market cap, so that we all know exactly what to expect moving forward. Is this the short-term top before we have an even bigger downside sell-off, or are we about to get continuation to the upside? All of this is going to cover today to make sure you guys know exactly what to do next. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to join the Discord server. 20,000 members and growing. Links are provided for you in the description. Now, on top of all of that, if you're ever a new guy getting into these markets and you just want to understand how to be profitable, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description that you guys can download, sign up, and then learn all of these awesome skills on how I'm profitable. Now, if you guys stay all the way to the end of this video, I also have a really cool offer that I want to share with you guys, but it's only going to be for the people that wait to the end, so make sure you guys do that. So once again, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so we're going to start off this. I'm going to go through Bitcoin, we're going to go through Ethereum, and then we're going to talk about the total market cap and kind of tie together all of my thoughts inside of this update for you guys. Now, as you guys can see, we did get a sell-off inside of the market. If we drop it to the shorter time frames, you guys are going to see when we woke up, this was a lot bigger wick, but we're actually getting further continuation from that. We can see that we had this big wick in here. A lot of people got bullish, and then we ended up just getting further continuation. So sometimes with these wicks, these are kind of directional pointers. It'll show where the market is going to be headed. And so this thing wicked at about $883 billion per Bitcoin. My guess is we're going to end up coming back down to retest this level. And I really wouldn't even be surprised if we came back down and retested this previous high over here at about 781 billion, or this was the short-term top at like 46K. I can't remember exactly which price it was. But I'm honestly just going to be watching for the potential of us hitting back down at this level. And, you know, obviously we want to see for the bullish scenario, we want to see us hold support around this level. We could peak a little bit below. We could come down here to about, let's say like here at $855 billion. Honestly, I think that it's more likely that we're going to stop somewhere inside of this cluster here. My guess is that's where we come back down and correct, because at the end of the day, guys, this was a pretty big move up without any type of pullback. You know, this really wasn't much of a pullback. This was kind of just continuation. Then we got another big move up. This is kind of just the first pullback that we've really had from the initial breakout of this move, which is why I think that it was honestly just overdue. I'm not personally big time bearish right now, talking that this is the short-term top, saying that we're going to go much lower. I think it's much more likely that we're going to find a bottom right down in here and get continuation. That's the way that I'm going to be playing this, because up to this point, we've been in a bull trend. It's better to just play the bullish trend and continue to kind of stick to that plan, because that's what's profitable. That's what's performing well. And more often than not, these supports find support, and then we keep going up, right? So that's what I'm going to be watching out for with Bitcoin. I think that we will come back down. We could come back down a little bit lower than this wick. I think that this wick was kind of just us, or the market telling us where we're going to be heading next. And so that's what I'm going to be watching out for with Bitcoin. You know, nothing really too much to say. Let's dive into ETH now and talk about some things here. So when it comes to Ethereum, let's go drop this to a shorter time frame. When it comes to Ethereum, Ethereum's kind of in the same boat. The only real difference here is with ETH, you know, we've already kind of hit this level right here at about $1,500. And it's pretty likely that we're going to end up coming back down to this level. Now, we want to see support hold here. It depends what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin ultimately ends up selling below, we could see Ethereum panic even lower. We're just going to watch and see. But when I look at this chart, guys, I personally wasn't getting too bearish on Ethereum, even after we got this correction, because this type of move here, this type of consolidation, this is not really what's customary of a correction. This to me looks like it's just growing, it's just uptrending, and there really hasn't been a big parabolic rise out of that. And so for me, I'm continuing to watch for the inevitability of a blow off top, a once big final blow off top to this entire move that we've actually been seeing. So, you know, we could come back lower, we could consolidate back down in here, and then we could go back up again. Regardless, I think that the next move is going to be a big one. And so for me, I'm not getting too shaken out, even though we are seeing this correction. This correction is just going to come back down, retest the previous all-time high. We could go and actually come down here and tag this support cluster at about $1,300. Either way, guys, I really just do not care. This isn't the type of move that I want to be selling. This isn't really the type of move that I care to do a lot of profit taking at either, because at the end of the day, this is the retest of the previous all-time high. We've literally been building our entire portfolios for this exact moment. This exact moment is not for selling. This exact moment's for holding. And one of the big things that I actually pointed out to the members inside my Discord server was the fact that the first alt season that happens after everything breaks its all-time highs is the biggest one. That's the most profitable, the most volume comes into it, the biggest ROIs, all of that type of stuff. And so for me, with that in mind, I've literally spent the last like 2.5, 3 years dollar cost averaging, accumulating. Why would I just randomly start taking profits the second that we break all-time highs? That, to me, is the thing I'm trying to help you guys understand. It doesn't make sense because ultimately, the thing that we've all been waiting for the most is price discovery. What happens in price discovery? Well, everything goes vertical. Everything provides the biggest percent return gains for ourselves. And so what has to come before price discovery is the breakout of the all-time high, flip the all-time high as support. In this case, we are going to end up retesting it as support is my personal thesis right now. Whereas sometimes we could have just went straight vertical. Now, I was thinking that we were going to go to 3K and then get this pullback. Honestly, the fact that we're getting this pullback a little bit premature is honestly more bullish because what it shows is that this next move that's coming up, in my opinion, most likely goes above 3K. When I look at this chart, this is just going to be the retest of the all-time high. My guess is the move that comes after this is going to be very, very, very parabolic. We're going to see little pullbacks along the way, but we're no longer in the point of the cycle where you want to be looking to wrap up a ton of profits. In my opinion, I think it's the safest strategy to just hold. Not only is it the safest strategy, it's the easiest strategy. Not only is it the safest and the easiest strategy, it just simply you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to try and be in and out of the market every single time. You don't have to be some expert. You can just hold, and you're going to outperform the biggest majority of the market. So it's easier, it's more profitable, and you're going to outperform the majority of the market. I see win, win, win. Unless you're a superior trader, then obviously speaking, then you'd want to be taking a lot more profits and compounding. But for me, guys, it doesn't matter. If we look back at what happened in the last cycle, and really, guys, if we come over here and just take a look at the total market cap, what we're seeing right now inside of the altcoin total market cap is really just the same type of stuff that we already saw here inside of the total market cap with Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin broke out, we consolidated above this level, and then we got continuation. We're in the exact same point here for the altcoins. We're just going to consolidate here. We're going to be riding above this previous all-time high, and that's all that really needs to be said here. Now, the important part that I wanted to make. So when it comes to the total market cap, for the alts, we're going to be consolidating above this level. And if you come and take a look at what happened in the last cycle, this was the point in the last cycle where we broke all-time highs. This is where we came and retested those. First, we came and retested them here, and then we ended up coming back down, retest them again, and then we ended up going up into price discovery. The point that I'm trying to make here, guys, is the most profitable part of the bull cycle comes once we've broken the all-time highs, we've retested the all-time highs as support, and then we go up into price discovery. Price discovery is where all of the money is made. You want to be accumulating up to this point. It's all accumulation for me up to this point. Once we venture into price discovery, that is the point in time of the cycle where you do start to take profits, right? And so in the last cycle, we can see that this is how we ended up breaking the all-time high. We retested the all-time high as support, and then this is what came after. Tell me, guys, do you really want to be the guy that's trying to swing trade all of this, that's trying to call tops? No, you want to be the guy that's holding that. I dare you to outtrade this entire parabolic cycle. You have to be really, 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 really good at what you do in order to do that. And for me, I am proficient at trading. I've been learning it for a long time. I just simply don't care enough about trading to want to do that. It's a full-time job, 10 to 12 hours sitting at a chart. And once you get good at it and once the market's profitable, it's a lot less of that. But I don't even like to do that. I like to spend more time on the community. I like to spend more time doing different things with my business. I would rather not sit here and stare at charts all day, managing trades, all this little numbers. To me, it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. What I like to do is look at the big picture trend. I like to invest based off of that. And I like to just watch my profits consistently grow up over this year. That to me is the most valuable part of this cycle. Now, the thing I want to talk to you guys about before we wrap up this video real quick, I want to talk to you guys about some of the same bottom structure that we're seeing here from the last cycle and what we saw in the current, well, what I should say, the bottom structure that we're seeing in what we saw in the last cycle and the bottom structure that we're seeing today. It's very much the same type of stuff that we're seeing. And that's why I believe that what is coming is going to be a huge move. So when it comes to this cycle, and we actually analyze what happened in the prior cycle, you guys are going to start to understand that these two are very much the same. And I tried to make this chart for you guys all the way back down in here before we had the pump. A lot of people told me I was stupid. A lot of people told me it would never do that. But the thing is, guys, I have a proven track record throughout all of history on my YouTube channel. I've never deleted a YouTube video. You guys can go back, look at every single one of the calls that I've made. Have I always been right? No. But the biggest majority of time I have been right. And that's why I'm profitable inside of these markets. And what I've been trying to tell everybody for a very, very long period of time was the symmetry between the cycles and how identical these cycles have been to each other literally the entire time. I've tried my hardest to show everybody. And the people that listened are in profit. The people that didn't are just simply taking losses. And so now we're to the point of the cycle where, you know, I'm pretty much just in hodl mode for the most part. I will look to take some more profits on some of these altcoins. That's kind of just been my plan for a little while. But now that we've just started getting that retest to the previous all-time high, I think it makes a little bit more sense that we continue to hold. There's no reason to get too shaken out by everything that we're seeing right now inside of the current structure, because everything pinpoints to exactly what happened in the last cycle. This is the same exact chart. Blow off top, we start the correction. Get this little chop, sell off to capitulation right here. Buy the dip, relief bounce, same here, fall back down into support, another relief bounce, bear trap, and then we go up for the cycle, right? So where we're at right now is somewhere in between here. This is what the last cycle looked like. We chopped around here for a few months. My guess is we don't chop around here for quite the same length of time. My guess is we end up just kind of consolidating like I shared with you guys in one of the prior charts right here. And that's kind of what I'm going to be watching out for with the alts. This is just the thoughts and perspective that I have. Really, guys, like I stated, you don't want to be selling right now because this is where you build positions. If anything, you should be buying the dip because this is the type of growth that we saw in the last cycle. Now, the fact is, guys, they have printed 40% of the world's money in the last year alone. There's a lot of factors involved here to create a parabolic rally that we truly have not seen before. This isn't the type of rally you want to be selling your crypto for. You don't want to be taking a ton of profits, moving into cash, in my opinion. Cash is worthless. They keep printing so much of it, it becomes more and more worthless. Cryptos are scarce. Accumulate more crypto. That's the goal here. That's all that matters. And so, guys, as we wrap up this video, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can sign up for the video course and signals for the offer that I have for the people that stayed all the way to the end. Guys, in my Discord server, if you follow what I do on this channel, you see the profits that I make, and most importantly, you want to be able to just follow what I'm doing with my money. Inside of my Discord server, I offer two different products. I offer the video course and I offer the signals. You guys can purchase them together or separate. And to really just explain what they are, the signals are going to be the way for you guys to copy my entire portfolio, where over 80% of my money is invested. On top of that, you guys are also going to get access to any other trade that I take, any low cap, mid cap, high cap, DeFi, NFTs. All of that stuff gets posted inside of the Discord for you guys to understand and be able to profit off of. Any new analysis that I do, all of that stuff is going to be in there for you guys to just go ahead and absorb, learn from, and profit from. Now, on the contrary, I also offer the video course, and that's going to be 20 educational videos that teach you guys the ins and outs of trading and investing. All of the stuff that I'm doing on the charts, I'm going to teach that to you guys inside of this video course, and then that's really what's going to help you guys to take your profitability to another level and learn the ins and outs of trading like I do every single day. Now, all of this could be purchased together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first because that's the way for you guys to copy my portfolio and make these same gains with me. That's the most valuable prospect inside of the Discord, so I always recommend going with that one first. Now, on top of all of this, guys, there is a free ebook that's also linked in the description. That's not going to cost you anything, but I put a lot of really valuable information in there that I know is going to help you out a lot. So go ahead, download that. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.